welcome. Man, starting out dry already, and I just took a swig. Oh well. Anyway, welcome to Musical Mayhem here at the Disaster Room. Gonna do a bit of jam tonight. Jam on bread or something like that. And yeah, I'm gonna jam a bit, then we can talk a bit, then I can jam some more, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So just real quick, many similar things from previous evenings. Hive is there, Pigments is there. MiniFreak V is back. Of course, the Polybrute, the Take 5. So most of the jams tonight will be either something in Pigments or something in MiniFreak or the Take 5. And everything else is just kind of providing the backing tonight. So that's pretty much going to be it. I'll do the annoyance thing twice tonight and say, if you would think about it, hit the old like button. If you like what you're hearing and aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. Visit my website, GerenM.net, and all that fun stuff. And, pretty much it. That's, hey, Luke, welcome. Wasn't very talkative, or wasn't able to be talkative during your stream this evening. I was listening, though. I was had the earbuds in, wasn't actually watching, but just listening. Some nice sounds, man. Always nice sounds from the synth. Yeah, I can't speak. The synth seeker, Luke. Yeah, I hear ya. Super burnt is it. So that's why tonight's just going to be a pretty chill night. Yeah, need the weekend for sure. And interesting, I took last weekend off, and I'll tell you what, I'm still burnt, but a lot of that burn, I think, is external influences as well. The whole ramping up buying the business thing, and that's taken a lot of energy out. The biz is going good, and a bunch of stuff actually came together today that has been frustrating me. So, it's good. It's all good, and a little better all the time. And the parenthetical line, of course, is "can't get no worse." But the reality there is that it could be a lot worse. So now things are going well, like I said, a lot of things broke open today, and so I'm a little less freaked out than I was yesterday. I still do stand by my comment, though, that the telephone company that I made on the Discord, that the telephone company has all the numbers. They should be able to talk amongst themselves, but apparently that's not something they can do easily. And I will just say that the folks in the department that are least able to affect the changes that needed to be made were the ones that were the most able to affect the changes that needed to be made. And I have some very interesting, not interesting, I've got my perceptions or my thoughts now about the telephone company. Yeah, so it's good. It's good. And, the challenge has been taking a landline business phone line that has been bounced around 3 counties now, and now moving it off of a landline and onto a secondary cell number on this phone. So, there's some cell phones can actually have 2 phone numbers again, and So the idea is that the phone company that we deal with does not have the services in the county that I live in that I need. So in order to get what I need, I'm having to have them put those services onto a cellular phone instead of a landline. And you would think that the one department that holds all the account information would be able to talk to other departments within the phone company, but in fact they cannot. So anyway, that was I was just done. But that got resolved today, and that phone will start ringing with once all the buttons get pressed and fibers get patched or whatever it is they have to do. The phone will start ringing on my cell phone, which should be early next week. So that was good. That's resolved, and other stuff came together. I'm still not convinced all of it's quite right, but it's working, and I'm moving with that. And so from there, I think I'm going to play some music. And like I said, leads are going to be Pigments, MiniFreak V, and the Take 5. Everything else is just kind of banging along as usual. And decided tonight to maybe be a little more upbeat, since it's been a little more of an upbeat day. So here we go. That was fun. So that lead sound you like, Luke, that was coming off the MiniFreak. Had an interesting discussion with that about that, and you know, that being one that when I fooled around with the hardware, I actually like the software a lot better. I think the software is really well put together, and the hardware is too. I mean, the hardware is really nice, but I do wish that they had put full-size keys on the MiniFreak, even if it's, you know, the keys like they got the same keys that they have here on the Polybrute, which a lot of people think are a little strange. They are a little weird, but not weird, but they do have a different feel to them. And I find that it grew on me very quickly. I can, you know, when I play on this, I can play really quickly. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way, Luke. I've got the micro, which I love, and you know, I've got the software for the Mini, and you know, I think the Mini is it's a fine instrument. I do have the luxury of having the space for it, but I decided the money would be better spent elsewhere for me, and for other folks. You know, the mileage varies. The MicroFreak is a special breed. That's the only thing to say about that. And I'm actually really excited about something coming up in the next few months when I get that that new Stylophone drone synth that they've got, that DS-2 they've got coming out. In that I will be able to have that controlled by the MiniFreak, or the MicroFreak. I'm sorry, the MicroFreak, because it does have CV out and volt per octave out, and I can use the modulation output of the MicroFreak, the aftertouch on the MicroFreak will be able to be sent out as well. So it's a nice little unit. So I'm looking forward to that combination. I think that's going to be an interesting one. So we'll be looking at, as soon as I get that thing in, we'll be looking at videos on that. It's going to be, I guess it's going to be my modular gateway drug. So we'll. My wallet is crying already, but you know, it just knows the pain that's coming. So we'll see. It's fun stuff, you know. Hydrasynth on the list, you know. So the Hydrasynth, the Polybrute in my world was supposed to be. Whoops, broke my sequence. This was originally slated to be the big Hydrasynth, this you know, the 73 key version, or 76, whatever it is. That's what I was originally going to buy, and either that or, you know, go nuts and get a Summit, but you know, getting the deal that I got on this, it made this worthwhile. I'm really happy I got this. So are you looking at the little Hydrasynth, Luke, or one of the larger one? One of the larger ones. Deluxe all the way. That's what I was going to go for. The keyboard on that thing just feels so nice. It is one of the nicest. ASM makes some of the nicest keybeds I think that you can get, and especially in the full size ones. Although they're Poly Aftertouch Mini Keybed is surprisingly good. Those folks really know how to build a keyboard. I'm very, very impressed with it. It's not just the usual FETAR or FETAR or whatever you want to call it. It's a real nice keybed. The one here on the on the Control S Mark IIIs is very nice too. It's a specially made FETAR for Native Instruments. It's based on their regular Aftertouch, but with poly, and it's very nice too. I think nicer than just their plain Aftertouch keybed, even from the feel standpoint, is different than the same FETAR keyboard with channel Aftertouch. Because I've got one of those sitting over there in the old Control S. So that's a thing. That's a definite thing. I was seeing something, and I forgot what it was. But it was, who was it? Nord, Clavia Nord, just came out with the new Grand 2, or announced the new Grand 2. So it's a staged grand piano with an 88 key weighted, fully weighted, and then instead of using their own keybed on this, they're using a Kawai keybed, and I'll tell you, that's going to be a sweet keyboard to play, or instrument to play, especially if you're a pianist. The Kawai is one of the few companies that can make a did they? I didn't know they offered the Kawai. Kawai is one of the only companies whose pianos I've played that can build a weighted controller, a digital keyboard with a weighted action that feels as good as their grand pianos. And there's virtually no difference in the feel that I could detect. I could sit down at a Kawai Grand and then turn over to Kawai's digital Grand, and they felt almost exactly the same. Just what a great feeling keyboard. I was surprised. Yeah, it's not cheap. I think this one's supposed to be in the $3,600 range. Yeah, I've got an 88 key controller downstairs. In the office, sometimes I'll noodle on it, but mostly it just stays turned off. I probably won't get rid of it though. It's nice to have a real feeling piano, and it's not a Kawai, but it's a pretty good feeling keyboard. It's nice to have a weighted keyboard in the house sometimes. Although, we've got one in Donna's office as well. So we've got two 88 key keyboards in the house. But yeah, I very rarely use it. And actually, once I get over the whole cray of getting the company started, I'm probably gonna take the Wave State down there, and give it some lunchtime love. Because if I come up here and do it in the studio, I won't leave the studio, and no work will get done. So, but if I take it downstairs to the office, I can give it a half hour or an hour while I'm eating lunch, and then put it aside and get back to work and get work done. So I think that's going to be the plan before I decide if I'm just going to go with just the software version or get rid of the hardware version. Because I know we've talked on the Discords about it. Me and the user interface are not friends at this point. And it may just be that I have to give it time. Another big turnoff for me is the keyboard. I really dislike the the Korg 37K keyboard they're using on this. I don't know where they got it, but it's not even as nice as the other cheap keybed they have that they use on the Cross 2. Even that one feels a little better. But so that's that. Not much else happening here. Just waiting for stuff, you know. So I think I'm going to play a little more. And do that for 5 or 10 minutes or so, and then I'll fade away into the night. So I play, you vibe. You got it. You got it. I'm going to push that button again real quick though, and put that up while I'm for a second while I'm switching things around. And let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. There we go. Alrighty. I think it's time to fade off into the night. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. And yep, bedtime, pretty much bedtime here as well. I'm going to run out to the other room once I hit the stop button and put some time codes in this and move some stuff around. Otherwise, back here tomorrow, 9 Eastern Time on the 26th of January. And we'll do another live evening of musical mayhem from the disaster room. So, thanks again, everybody. Y'all have a great night, or great morning, or great afternoon, or wherever it is. We'll catch you next time. See you later. Once again, like, subscribe, visit the web, all that fun stuff, and we will see you again real soon.